So instead of thinking how to get 100% of the way, just act on the first 2%. If it's only because of the results, you're never gonna win. Your list of ideas is never gonna get shorter. No, this is now or it's not happening. So you take 3 ideas, great, try all of them.
My question relates to the do what you love thing.
Yeah.
In Millionaire Fastlane, MJ DeMarco's kind of advised against that.
Who?
MJ DeMarco, the
Okay.
author of Millionaire Fastlane.
Okay.
He says, from a purely entrepreneurial perspective, you just need to care about the market's demands and find a need and fulfill that, instead of doing what you love, which might not be a need in the market at that point in time.
It's always both.
Yeah.
Has to be both.
Yeah.
We were talking about him potentially getting into civil engineering, but he loves music. If he goes into civil engineering because there's a need, but he doesn't love it, he's going up against people who love it. Who love it. He's going to get destroyed.
Would he start loving it as he sees the fruits of his labor, though?
If it's only because of the results, you're never going to win. If you're only chasing the results, you're never going to win. You have to love the thing. But if you love it and there's no demand, you have a hobby. Right? That's not good either. I mean, it might fill your soul, right? But it has to serve people. It's in that combination. You have to love doing it, because otherwise you won't put in the work to be great at it. You just won't. You can only do something that you hate for so long before you give up. And you're going up against people who love it. Like, I love what I do. If you're coming out into my industry and you want to come against me, like, you better love it, otherwise I'm going to destroy you. The same thing for what you should get into, right? And that's how somebody who's young can destroy people who's ahead of them, because you love the thing and they just barely care. That's how you beat experience, is through passion. But I agree in that if nobody cares, then you don't have a business either. It's in that mix. You love it, and there's demand.
Then you just got to find out through experimenting?
Often your purpose comes from your pain. Yeah. So whatever you struggled with the most, you'll love helping people out of that same hole. Like, what was the worst day of your life?
I can't. I'm not sure if I can find a day, but like I had one like really boring, miserable day at my retail job.
Okay.
That I hated. I can't remember that. That was relatively recently.
Why did you hate it?
There was nothing to do. Just standing around and just like no purpose in it for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So helping people then break out of that,
yeah,
you'll love doing. And there's lots of ways to do it. You could have a podcast about it. You could have a YouTube channel. You could have a coaching business. You can sell whatever.
Yeah.
But how did you actually break free of it? What did you do? Did you quit your job? Or are you still there?
I did.
Okay. You quit your job and you're doing what?
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, right now it just, the time came such that I'm actually moving back in with my parents.
Okay.
So I have my savings. So I have this time period where I don't need to work.
Okay, great. A lot of people would not want to do that. They wouldn't want to move back with their parents. They're afraid. Meanwhile, they're living this job that they hate, just so they don't have to live with their parents because of how it's going to look to their friends that they're living with their parents. You've done it. So yeah, this kind of sucks. I didn't want to move back home, but it's better than,
so much
better than waking up and going to a job I hate every day. Yeah. And so now you can help people who are currently going through that. People who are working a job that's young, that they hate, and they're afraid to go back and moving with their parents, you can help them. And you'll love helping them. And now the more you step up, like if you want to be an entrepreneur or you want to have a job or whatever you want to do next, every step you take along your journey, you can then help somebody pull up. Like, you can't tell somebody how to build $1 million business because you haven't done it yet. But you've done the first step. So people who are at step 0, you can take them to the first step. And as you do more steps, you can take somebody to the second and third and fourth. And you'll love doing that. That's what you should do.
With this crew, you're always giving coaching advice or on how to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What is too much advice? Like for all of us, we're all seeking how to become more advanced. We're looking for different tips and strategies. For myself, I use Shaper a lot, and I'm messaging a lot of other coaches and just trying to learn from their practical.
Okay.
And it's so much information. It's good information, but it's also, how do you narrow it down to what is viable and what is relevant, and how do you sit through the noise?
You start. You do. Like, I call it the 2% difference. So instead of thinking how to get 100% of the way, just act on the first 2%. What's the 2% version? If I give an advice, great, what's the 2% version of it? Right? So for her, it's like, let's go contact some companies. Like, do that today. How does it all work out? Huh? But do it. Because if you think of how it's all going to work out, you'll have this perfect plan and then not do anything. And then you compare the perfect plan from Evan against the perfect plan from Gary against the perfect plan from Grant. And then it's like you have all these perfect plans. Meanwhile, some dummy has won off of your idea because they just started. So your list of ideas, especially for someone like you or even all of you who are coming out investing in yourself, your list of ideas is never going to get shorter. You're just going to get more and more ideas, whether you're keeping it in a notebook or Evernote or email or whatever. It's just going to. So how do you shorten the list? You do. There's 10 ideas you have that you could just do something on today. Today, like go home and you do these 10 things. And then you see how it makes you feel. Because all of them could work. That's the thing. All of this advice could work for you, but not all will work for you. They could work for somebody else. What do you love? What do you connect with, right? She has a lipstick line. There's a lot of ways to build a lipstick line. She says, no, I want to target gay men who cross-dress. Okay, great. Here's how you can do that. Don't listen to this other advice on how to do these other things, right? So don't judge the idea. Just do it, and then see how it makes you feel. So he came and helped me film the other day, and at the end, I said we had a little bit of extra time. I said, hey, how about you jump in on one of the videos, right? Not ready for it. Well, we didn't discuss it. That was not my plan going in. Idea, action, right? Let's do it. Hey, man, do you want to be in one of my videos? He did it, so I have my top 10 rules. He narrated the whole thing, right? With coaching, but great, but he did it. But like afraid, and listen, if you worried about making the perfect plan, you could have said, well, let me go home and research how you do these and perfect my speaking and wear the right thing because I wasn't even prepared for this and whatever. The pink pants, I don't think they're even in the video because, but then you missed a chance. Like, no, this is now or it's not happening. And if you treat your ideas like that, like I get an idea, I got to do something now, right? I was on a call with a guy who wanted to get started on YouTube and build his YouTube brand. And it's a pretty successful big business guy. And we've been talking for 6 months, and he said, hey, you know what, when I'm coming to Toronto in September, we can sit down and meet and talk about it. Are you free? Like, I don't know, probably September. It's like, September's like a decade away. Are you going to do something? You're not going to do something, right? Is this important to you? So just start and expect it to suck. You want to make a YouTube channel? Record your first video today and post it. And it's going to suck. Great. And make another one tomorrow. Because otherwise you just have this stacking list of ideas that leads to more confusion, right? Like he comes in and says, hey, according to this guy, don't follow your passion. And you're saying this. Okay, great. Who's right for you? I don't know. Go try it. Like maybe for him, I'm wrong. I don't think so, but but maybe.
I think he's smart moving home.
Right?
Your parents, can I move in too? Save some money?
So 2% difference. Just get 2% of the way on 10 of your ideas, and then you'll find out. And you pay attention to how it makes you feel, not if you're getting results or not.
There's like 3 ideas.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just don't start because you have 3 ideas. Is it better to go on with the 3 ideas and at some point one may die and then you figure out which one to work with instead of...
Yeah, you find out by doing. Okay. Like this, why are we here? Why did this happen? Because I did my tour, and I thought, hey, I want to do something for Toronto entrepreneurs. And this is week, I don't know, 5? 6? 6?
Maybe longer.
Longer? I don't think so. Oh, I had 1 week off, yeah, because I was away. Yeah, so great. So do I continue? I don't know. Like if it's fun, I'll keep going. If it sucks, I'll stop, right? Right? Like if people are finding value and I like it, I'll keep going. If I lose energy, like the second this becomes, oh, I gotta go do that Q&A thing, I'm done, I'm out. ASAP. Like even if people were paying $1,000 to be here, if I'm out, if I'm mentally checked out, I'm done. I'll move on. I closed down my website. I had 100,000 pages of content making ad revenue every day, and I blew it up overnight and threw up a picture on my homepage. I just destroyed the whole thing. And imperfect, I feel we were talking about like perfect, right? It was because looking at that imperfect thing, I was the SEO guy, optimize everything, titles, tags, description, headline, all of it, right? To now blow it up and just put an image is the worst SEO of all time. But looking at that imperfect thing made me take action every day. As long as it's imperfect and by yourself, then you can always tinker. But if it's imperfect and out there, then you're hustling to try to make it better. So you take 3 ideas, great, try all of them. But here's the thing, all 3 of them could work. But which one works for you? Huh? You don't even know. Yeah, but how are you going to know? Not by thinking about it, right? Like it's a feeling thing. You don't wrap your head around it, you wrap your heart around it. Do you love it? Because the strategy for you is like the worst thing of all time for him. Right? And vice versa. So when I took over this company, right? I brought on an entrepreneur to help me run it. And I said, there's 10 ways that we can build this business, 10 ways to market this company. One of them has to be thought leadership. You have to make content. Like you have to be a thought leader. You have to share your story. If you don't want to do that, we're just not working together because that's important for me. So now there's 9 other ways. Pick one. They can all work. These are all legit marketing strategies. You have to pick one. Because if you try to do all 10, we're going to suck everywhere. So you're only going to do 2, and that's it. So he picked, and that's what we did. I can't tell him which to pick because they're all great. And that's a problem with these strategies too. Like all of these templates can work, but they won't all work for you. So you try on the hat, and you see it doesn't quite fit. A little too wide here, a little too narrow here, so you adjust, right? Till you get the hat for you. If you want to spend some one-on-one time with me, I have a special offer happening right now. Go check out the website right next to me. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.